So the first step to get to the battery, which is located here in the Fender well, is take off the wheel. So I've got a 21mm socket on my impact. I'm just going to take these lug nuts off. There we go. Set those aside so we don't lose them. And then we're going to take our wheel and set it out of our way. Alright guys, to remove the fender liner, there's going to be a couple of 7mm bolts. Looks like just 2 of them that we're going to take off, and then a couple of panel clips. So, with a 7mm socket and a ratchet, we're going to take out these 2 bolts. Set those aside as well. And then with our panel clip tool, I'm going to take off this clip here. There we go. It's a 2-piece clip. Set that aside. And then the other one's going to be up top here. You should have a third right here, but I don't. And then just pull this out. Watch for the strut and the brake hose. Just twist it all the way around. Oh gosh. There we go. So here's our battery in there. And it looks like a 13mm bolt on the hold down. So we just gotta take off first. Might get a little stuck. Hang on 1 second, guys. Alright guys, so once you have this 13mm nut off, sits right here. I did break the screw, so we're going to have to fix this. I'm just going to rotate this bracket so you can get it out of the plastic. And pull it out. It's going to get stuck on everything. There we go. Here's a good yank, and it'll come right out. These are looking like 10s. Yep. Oh yeah. Just wiggle it right off. Push it aside. These terminals look pretty bad. We're gonna replace these with some new ones as well. And then this one's really hard to see back there. Might have to do some crazy stuff to get to this back bolt. Got it. There we go. So we got it off. It stole my socket, but we can get that back. There we go. Alright. So these are our terminals. They need to get changed. It should just be a 13mm bolt to take this bracket off, this little connector. And we're gonna go find some replacement bolt or nuts and terminals. And then we're gonna swap out this battery because it is under warranty. First, replace the battery tray and then set the battery on that. I ended up just stripping the wires back before the terminal and just replacing the new one that way. Tighten down the bolts on the new terminal. These are both a 10 millimeter. Apply dielectric grease to the terminal, and then you can install it on the negative battery terminal. Let me just send the ratchet back there with the 10 millimeter socket on it and tighten this up. I put a rubber glove over this positive terminal while tightening it down to ensure that I don't touch any ground metal. Next, we can replace the battery hold down. Yours would have the 13 millimeter nut that goes over the bolt again. I broke mine, so we're just going to use a bolt, a couple of washers, and a new nut. So now that mine's different, I have to put a wrench on the bottom to hold the nut and a ratchet on the top to tighten the bolt. I have the same bolt, washer, and nut set up here for the hold down, so we're just going to tighten that down again with the wrench and the 13 millimeter. Alright, I know you guys from here could probably put this fender liner back on and then the wheel, so I won't show you that part. Stay tuned, I'll have a new video up soon.